Grove City Hall, September 23rd, 2024. Immediately following the 5 p.m. City Council meeting. And I'll stand to the prayer pledge. Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for this meeting. I thank you, God, that you have blessed Rose richly. You have blessed our sales tax and you are growing Rose. I thank you that you blessed this EDC corporation and all of the board members. And I thank you, God, that you have taken care of everyone in Rose. I thank you for our firemen, our police. I thank you for our businesses who are so kindly settled here in Rose. And I just appreciate them so very much. And I thank you in Jesus' name and amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Mr. Theo is absent. He's our vice president. He had a family emergency. So I will be taking roll call. Rhonda Duke is here. Paul Oliver.
Here.
Derek Theo. Mark McAdams.
Here.
Pete Canitas.
Here.
Lisa Canals.
Here.
Cindy Baden.
Here.
Lamar Osley.
Here.
And Nunn.
Here.
Mr. Creed. Mr. President.
Yes.
Okay. Number 5, I want to welcome all of the guests. We really should have an agenda here. I welcome all of the guests and recognition of the news media. I want to thank all of y'all for coming. Hi. Thank all of you for coming. This is a really good meeting. It's supposed to be friendly and very loose, so don't, you can laugh, you can chuckle and all of that. So let's have some fun. Let's get some grant reimbursements. Like that. Item number 7, approve the minutes of the August 20. I said what?
6.
Oh, I'm sorry. Number 6, pardon me, I forgot. Citizen comments. Would anybody like to make a comment? Anyone? Thank you, Mr. No comments? Okay. All right. So number 7, approve the minutes of the August 26, 2024 Groves Economic Development Corporation and take a record vote. May I have a motion?
Make a motion, we approve the minutes of August 26, 2024, Groves Economic Development Corporation.
Second.
A second.
For discussion or questions? Are there any? No? Okay. I will I will take a record vote then. Mr. McAdams? Mr. Canitas?
Aye.
Mr. Baden?
Aye.
Mrs. Canals?
Aye.
Mr. Oliver?
Aye.
Roger Dugas? Aye. Motion passes. Okay, number 8. Business updates from the GEDC president, new business, potential business, any new information on existing structures. Usually I was asking him, what he has to say about this. Anyone have anything new that they know about? I mean, there's things floating around and I see a lot of activity in the buildings. And, we know Goodwill's moving in. And Valvoline has renewed their plans to build.
Where was that?
Valvoline,
Yeah, where they go?
over by Starbucks.
Looks like the Mexican restaurant's coming a little further along, 30 minutes.
He is he's doing a lot of work on that.
Yes.
Any other comments? Okay, we will move on. Number 9, present, review, discuss financial reports. Sales tax report August 2024, September 2024, and budget report August 2024 to September 2024.
Yes. Everyone has the sheets in front of you. Middle of September, the final month of the fiscal year, it's been a good year. Our sales tax did drop off, fair amount this past month compared to the previous year. However, please note, that within the number you're looking at 233,000, there is a $30-odd thousand audit adjustment by the state on the sales tax. There is a multinational company that, various litigation and develops that for very we as I'm sure many communities were affected by that adjustment. So it's 233 to recognize the drop, 30-odd thousand, basically related to audit adjustment by the state. That being said, we're still less than last year, but we're still looking at a really strong year. It looks like we're over $300,000, $3 million.
Looks so.
Yes. Also, just so we're clear, going into the future items on tonight's agenda, we're looking at grant reimbursements for September, but also if businesses do have expenditures in September, they're eligible to request those in October and still be credited against this current fiscal year, not the next fiscal year. Questions, comments?
Now, the budget report.
Is that if did they present the receipts already? They just didn't make it in time for this meeting, the receipts that they spent
I
in
believe
September?
What we're going to see tonight on the agenda, those receipts have been presented.
Right.
Again, if they have new expenditures as we speak, if you will, they'll be eligible to present those to the next meeting in October. I'm just saying, as far as the accounting and financial, it's still.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood you.
Okay.
When I was asking you if they spent money in September, they didn't give you the receipts for September. The fiscal year starts, our fiscal year starts October.
Correct. If the receipts are for spent, and it shows on the receipt that it says
We can pay them if
we
they.
can still
Okay.
credit it back.
That's what I thought. I'm just making sure.
After October 1st, you know.
Yes, that's what I thought. Thank you.
And these are the usual reimbursements that we had from the last meeting. Right?
Classic fines and the PWFG, we can charge this.
Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Austin? Okay, we'll move on to the next. By the way, we have 9 applications tonight, which is a record, and we have 4 new applicants. And the EDC has a slogan, proud resource for business. That's on our sign that Mr. Oliver made. Number 10, deliberate and act on GEDC grant reimbursement application for IC Donut Inc. located at 3855 Main Avenue, Gross, Texas. Jennifer Chang is the owner. The reimbursement is for advertising in the amount of $2,500 to take part the vote. May I have a motion?
Make a motion to deliberate and act on the grant reimbursement application for IC Donuts located at 3855 Main Avenue, Groves. Jennifer Chang, reimbursement amount for advertising of $2,500.
And a second?
A second.
Okay, motion and a second, and Jennifer is here. Not Jennifer. I will open it up for any discussion or, question. Yes,
My question is, I've not had time to look over everything, for this application or any of the other applications. I hate that, this happened. I didn't receive this email for all this till 2:22 this morning. And I haven't had time to go around and check everything. I'm sure it's pretty much in line, but I would like to ask the other council members, if they've had time to look at all this and anybody has time to inspect it, everything that was done.
Jennifer's application is very straightforward.
I'm asking the other council members a question, please.
Jennifer changed the application, it's very straightforward.
I know it is.
Advertising, and I've gone through all of the invoices, every single applicant. I've gone through every single invoice, every single receipt to present it to.
I'm not questioning what you've done. I'm just questioning that if all the other council members are okay with it, because they didn't. I'm sorry. Thank you for your correction. I'm used to the EDC members.
I kind of agree that I haven't been, that's why I haven't really been, I've been looking through this stuff. Is there any way we can get this sooner than?
Well, this has been an unusual weekend and an unusual week. And I always have the agenda in as per the Open Meeting Act, 72 hours before the meeting, which means it's posted on the website by noon Friday before the meeting Monday, just as the city council agenda is done the exact same way. And this was, like I said, a very unusual weekend. It doesn't happen very often.
Okay.
Normally I have the email out by Friday, but due to a lot of activity with emailing businesses and getting receipts together and invoices together and things like that, it came down to a longer period of time before I could get the email out. But you have the agenda to look at. And what I do is go through every single number on every single receipt and make sure that whatever I put on this agenda and ask them for reimbursement is true and correct.
My question was, I did not have time to go through it and look at it and add up numbers. I was asking if the other EDC members at the time, are they okay with it? And then you said that according to the supposed to have 72 hours on the agenda. The agenda was not out Friday.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I did not receive an email Friday. Did you put it in the paper?
The agenda is posted on the city website as it has been for the last 15 years.
Okay, with these other items added,
Here.
with the last item.
So the website.
I understand, but were these other items on there?
What?
Were the other items on there that you added today?
I haven't added any items to the agenda.
I think we're conflating two different things. We're talking about the agenda versus the supporting the documentation for the agenda items.
Yeah.
I understand that, but still at 2:22 this morning, when I got the email, how do I have time to do this when I have a job to do too? And so it always comes out on Friday. If it didn't have enough time, it didn't have enough time. I'm for all these businesses, but I don't want to be, I don't want to be the one that is subject to approve something and something happened that's wrong. I think a few meetings ago, we found a minor error in something. I mean, it's just a minor error. I understand all that, but this is 9 items.
That's what I do. I make sure that what is sent to, put on the agenda meets the requirements and people follow the rules, the guidelines that are set forth in the EDC. That's why.
Well, maybe
To be clear, the agenda was timely posted. I think Ms. Rose is correct. And you received some receipts and things that were later than when the agenda was posted.
yeah, but I understand that. I do understand that, but I'm saying at 2:22 in the morning, it's kind of hard to go over everything like we normally get to go over.
Like I said, this was an unusual weekend. It doesn't happen
Maybe it should have
very
been
often.
postponed.
What?
I said maybe it should have been postponed.
What?
The grants, if you didn't
No.
have time to get it together until,
No, that's not what I said.
I
The
didn't say you
agenda
said
was
it. I
posted.
said,
The agenda was posted according to the law. All you had to do was go to the website and look for the agenda. It has its own tab at the top.
I understand that. But you did not present the receipts and stuff to us until 2:22 a.m. this morning.
Okay, like I said, this was an unusual weekend. It was an extremely busy one, and I was working with the business owners to get all of the receipts together. Now, the agenda was posted. I knew what they were going to have. Otherwise, I would not have put that on here. I would not put their information on here if I did not know what they were going to ask for, if I didn't have the correct totals. But the receipts had a little bit of a problem. So I worked with the business owners and not against them.
I'm not
Get the
working against
information.
them. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm not working against them. I'm working to be right in
Well, they
in what
are.
we're doing.
Everything and the.
That's your word.
Did you read the email? All you had to do was.
That
read
was your
the email.
words, that you had
Did you
everything
read
right.
the
I haven't
email?
checked the numbers.
Did you read the email?
Yes.
The email is very self-explanatory.
I have
It
it.
tells you every single item, what is involved in every item. What they're getting for advertising, what they're getting for landscaping, how much money they've already received, how much money they have left to be used on their request. The
Okay,
information
can I
is
ask a
there.
question? Just because I'm not sure, but those receipts that we were sent to whatever this morning, are they in here too?
Yes.
Okay, because I keep
The
looking for,
last two receipts that came in, I got them, what time was it? Was this afternoon?
32 o'clock.
Yes, but the
I got
application
those.
is here.
I got those, but I don't show the other ones with my stuff. Maybe I'm just the only one missing them.
I don't have any receipts.
There's no receipts on any of this.
Tells us what it is. It tells us what
Well,
was there.
it's in her emails.
But yeah,
Receipts
well,
are in
I
her
couldn't
email.
read
And
the email and get to
yeah.
work. Yeah, I mean, I
And,
apologize.
yeah.
I understand,
And
but
what I do is I take every receipt that's pertaining to that particular request. I take it, I print it up, I put it in a PDF along with the application, I scan it. I print it, I scan it, I put it in a PDF along with the application, and so when it goes to the board in an email, the PDF is complete with all of the information you need.
okay, and I understand that.
Me too.
That's why why I'm asking is because in getting that at 2:00 this morning, I waited up till 10:30, nothing was there, so I went to bed. I didn't check it till I got to work this morning. I didn't have time to look at those, so I'm trying to look for them here, and I didn't find them. So it's
Melissa
hard to.
doesn't print the receipts, she prints the application, does she print the application?
Yeah.
Well, I thought we had gotten receipts
So
before.
she prints the application and the receipts are in the email along with the
Is
application.
there any way to get the receipts, the things when we come in? For instance, is there any way to get the receipts in the future?
Well, yeah, she can print all of that up, but I don't ask her to because it's very bulky.
Yeah, and I can understand that. It's just like you said, this circumstance demanded time for you to send them at 2:00 in the morning. Nobody's had time to look at them. So we were hoping that they would be in this so that we could have something to go off of. I mean, we're voting on it, so that's,
Well, Mr. Baden, you sat up here for 18 years and you voted on yes on
Okay,
everything.
why are
Hey,
we getting into Mr. Baden? I'm asking a
There were
question.
tens of thousands of dollars that went out from the EDC that didn't even go with the guidelines. These are very small requests. They're not
talking about
big.
today.
They're average.
I'm just asked a question about today.
Yeah. And I told you, this was an unusual weekend. It was very busy and
Well-
I was working with the business
Yeah,
owners.
we have places that we have We have rules.
There are problems with the invoices.
We have rules where we can ask for a special meeting if we need one. Okay? If you didn't have enough time, you could have asked.
I have enough time to get the agenda in. The agenda is in. If you can't read an email, I don't know what to tell you, but. even though
Ma'am, I can read. You understand? Don't call me ignorant.
I work too.
Do you understand that?
Emails sent to me. Doesn't matter what time they come in, I read them.
Let's back up and take a breath. Okay. In all due respect, Linda, all due respect. With no receipts here for me to look at because.
She never prints the receipts,
Well,
never.
I understand that. But with the receipts coming in late,
No, there were only two. Now, this weekend I worked through with the receipts, but today only two came to me.
well, with all due respect, I'm asking if the receipts be accompanied with this, especially if an email is gonna come in late. I worked all day, just like a lot of people, we work all day, we get off at 5.
Well, if you want Clarissa to print up all the receipts, she can. But I have asked her in the past not to because it's so much paper, so many pages, and you get it in an email.
I wasn't able to read these.
Also,
That's all.
if you read the paper and it says this, it gives us time to call and ask for that receipt. What was that receipt exactly for?
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean-
For what?
I can call Carissa and ask her what the receipt was. What did it pertain? You know, was it a full sign? Was it this? Was it that? But I mean, this just gives us a dollar figure. It was for a sign, a dollar figure for this.
It's in your email. It's in your email in a PDF in your email.
Yes, ma'am. I opened it. I don't have time. Did not have time from 2:20 this morning. I'm sorry. I'll stay up all night next time. See if I can do it.
I said this was a specific period of time.
And I'm saying you could have called for an extra meeting.
Call for an extra meeting. What do
We
you
could have
think?
asked for it. We could have,
I don't need to. All of the information is here. It's all legal. It's all correct.
I think we need to move.
there's a motion on the floor.
I have one more question, please. From the agenda that we got, it says we were gonna go over item 1 through 6, introduction items, and items 7 through 9 are usual business items, but that we have one item that refers to the EDC guidelines for consideration, but it's not on this agenda. Like, it's on this email that we got, but it's not on this agenda.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I didn't see it. You might want to point it out to me. So we're gonna vote on. Okay, that we're gonna vote on that after we vote to do these items?
We have, item 10 through 16. Then we discuss and vote on item 17. Then we have 18 and 19.
Okay,
Because those two applications, have submissions for promotions.
okay, so we're gonna vote on that and then vote on those other two items, correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, just clarify.
Have to know-
Yeah, I was just looking for it to be in that front part, because it was listed that way here, so.
Well, item 17 in the email states what it is.
Yes, ma'am. I was reading the part above that. On the email. So. We're fine. I just wanted to clarify where that was.
Oh, okay. You thought it was something different.
I thought it was gonna be like, we did that before we did all this voting or something.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's just an introductory, paragraph.
Okay,
How we do it.
okay,
Because these two applications have promotional items, and in talking to Mr. Osley, it was decided that the board needs to discuss it and vote on it, because we haven't covered promotional items. And it's promotional fees, like pecan booth festival. Pecan festival booth,
Mhm.
that kind of thing. And it's,
Is that paying for what?
We
Okay.
probably need to
Yeah,
say,
we'll get that.
Yeah, we got a
when get
motion on
there.
the floor.
Yeah. I seconded it, so we already approved it. It's already been approved. I seconded it. He made the motion.
Yeah, a motion and a second, yes, ma'am, you're right.
okay. Okay, are there any questions about? Which one is it? I see that. Very straightforward. Evidence. In fact, her total came to 3,700. 3,700 what? The total came to 3,700 for her, and so it's 2,500.
Yeah, we voted. He made a motion. Didn't you make a motion? I seconded.
So,
So that's already done.
No, we gotta vote on it.
Voted.
Oh, as a group. Okay.
All right, no questions about Jennifer's application?
What kind of sign is this?
Jennifer?
Labels,
It's labels on
labels,
her.
cups and boxes,
Oh, okay.
and it has the city of Grove, I put it in so that it is from Grove, so I'm advertising for Grove as well as on the label itself and the phone number there.
Oh, okay.
So I have city of Grove in there. in the label.
So that's advertising with her gross taxes on the latest,
Right.
and that's what I generally tell people when we, I'm sorry.
I think that's a requisite.
Right.
Well, that's what I tell everyone, just go ahead and put gross taxes on it. So that way it's
Right.
under,
And these will be handed out to customers when they order a drink or something.
Yes, on the cup, it's on the box, but every time you walk out, you see a label for I see it on from Grove.
we'll take a record vote, Mr. McAdams.
Aye.
Mr. Canitas.
Aye.
Mr. Bailey. Mrs. Knaus.
Aye.
Mr. Oliver.
Aye.
Bobby Davis, aye. Motion passes. Moving on to number 10. Excuse me, deliberate and act on GEDC grant reimbursement application for Texas Proud H12 located 6169 32nd Street, Fred's, Texas. Dan and Lisa Varela are the owners. The reimbursement is for advertising in an amount of $2,240 and take a record vote. May I have a motion?
Okay. It says 2,240 here, but heck, here it says 2,424.80.
No, it's 2,240. These were hats that they had done, they had made with Rose, Texas on them. And the total had, I think it's $186 in taxes in it, so I removed the taxes and it came to 2,000.
Okay, so without tax.
Yes,
Okay.
because that's why I removed the sales.
There we go.
I make a motion that we deliver an ad on the correct reimbursement for Texas Proud HTO located at 6169 32nd Street, Grove, Texas 77619. Dan and Lisa Barella are the owners. The reimbursements for advertising in the amount of $22.40 to take a record vote.
Wait a minute. I thought there was a difference. 21, no, it was 21.
No, but
After the
it's,
tax.
yeah, she took the taxes out.
You gotta take the taxes out
Yes.
of the 2240.
No. The 2240 is after
Look on the back.
the taxes.
No.
You got it back.
The taxes out of this. And that
Oh, okay, there it is. Okay.
Yes, please. Have a, Mr. Morales here.
And it was last night, there.
We have a motion and a second, and, is there any questions, other than the taxes being taken? No questions? Okay, then I will take a record vote. Mr. McAdams.
Aye.
Mr. Canitas.
Aye.
Mr. Bailey. Mrs. Knaus,
Aye.
Mr. Oliver. Rhonda Davis, aye. Motion passes. Okay, number 12. Deliberate and act on GEDC grant reimbursement application for Pizza Artista, G and G Pizza Inc., located at 3814 Main Avenue, Suite A, Texas, Groves, Texas, 77619. George and Debbie Bussell. The reimbursement is for signage in the amount of $490 and advertising in the amount of $2,500. Total $2,990. We have a motion and a second. The sign, excuse me. Well, I need a motion and a second first.
I'll make a motion. We deliberate and act on the GEDC grant reimbursement application for Pizza Artista. G&G Pizza Inc. located at 814 Main Avenue, Suite A, Gross, Texas, 77619. George and Debbie Geisel are the owners. The reimbursement is in the amount of $190 and advertising in the amount of $2,500, totaling $2,990.
So,
And George is here sitting in the back. Hello, George.
Is this is this from last month? Is
No,
this,
he submitted this application recently.
because the date said 8/18, I was just curious.
The last three.
12, item 12.
Well,
I'm sorry. This was after the previous meeting, I guess.
Well, George, you dated it August. Okay. He may have dated it August, but I just got it, what, a week or two ago?
Okay, so do I need to clarify that in the motion? No,
Did you send us receipts on that too?
Yes,
Okay, because I'm looking for those and I'm not finding them.
yeah, I see.
It's for sign and average.
Now, yeah, signage and advertising, and the signage amount is $490. Because I took taxes out of the total. The total amount had taxes in it, so I took the taxes out and it came to $490. See, I see down there.
what's in there?
GG, the account comes down.
That's not a receipt, I see.
Email, that tells you what.
Which, I'm sorry.
I said the attachments down at the bottom of the email.
I don't know what that is.
Mr. Dugas, what is this at the top of this paper?
Oh, that's a note to myself,
Oh, okay.
about the,
I thought that was a receipt.
I often do that. I take those posting notes, I write myself notes on the applications and, receipts. And it's to let me know that's how much the application's for. Oh, and advertising, there was a lot in advertising, so he went way over the 2,500 mark, but he hit the cap.
You said what now? We went over the.
Oh, the advertising receipts I received were well over the $2,500 cap.
Oh, okay.
So he
But
did.
so he's within the 2,500.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
So who were done with? George,
It was,
Well, billboard, it's on the wrong side.
yeah,
with Lamar signs? Okay, I'm trying to look up the copy of the receipts, just, that's all, and I'm not finding them.
they'll be in the, should be in the media. For concerns.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Did you pull it up?
I have all the PDFs. I'm still looking at them and none of them say that. So that's just why I'm just so that I know what we're voting on. That's all. I'm not. I mean, don't discount George at all or anything. It's just not showing any. It
The
shows
PDF.
Emily's on the first email that we got.
That should have Pete's Artista in it.
Okay, all it's showing is the two.
No, it would have,
Okay, then the next email, that's the PDF, and that's it's the EDC, the minutes and the agenda.
no, this PDF had everything in it.
Okay, and if you go to your second attachment that you sent us, it has roll queen nails and wildflowers.
Okay, that's,
Let me see if it'll pull, it has it on it or has more.
the first email I sent would have G&G Pizza in it. Probably some of these files were so big, I had to send it in separate emails because some of these applications were very big, the amount of receipts and all that.
And the third one just has stacked and Grove's laundry. So,
So I got. Okay.
we'll look at it and we can print it at home,
Can I ask a
whatever.
question?
Okay.
You need to stay here.
No, sir, you can go.
Thank
You can go. You don't-
It's late.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night.
Okay. No, his PDF has everything in it.
Yeah, as soon as we can print them and look at them. I mean, that's all. I usually print them out ahead of time and go over them before we come so that we don't have to take so long.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Okay. Let me take a record vote on Mr. Oliver has to leave. Mr. McHale.
Aye.
Mr. Peters.
Aye.
Mr. Baden. Mrs. Canals.
Aye.
Dr. Dugas. Aye. Motion passes. If you need to go, you know I have to. Okay. Number 13, deliberate and act on GEDC grant reimbursement application for Beauty Salon Paris, located at 6031 Monroe Boulevard, Gross, Texas 77619. Norma Alvarez is the owner. The reimbursement is for signage, $450, paint, $500, exterior remodeling, $1,040. Total reimbursement is $1,990. Take record votes. May I have a motion?
I make a motion that we deliberate and act on the GEDC grant reimbursement application for Beauty Salon Paris, located at 6031 Monroe Boulevard, Grove, Texas. Norma Alvarez is the owner. The reimbursement is for signage $450, paint $500, and exterior modeling $1,040. The total reimbursement is $1990. Wait a second.
Okay, I'll open it up for discussion now. There's Norma right there.
Yeah, okay. Right next to Playboy.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
I saw hers because she brought them to me before she told me.
Okay, on this application, her signage is for $450. That was a straight amount. The paint came to, I think, $1,500 something dollars. And the cap, as you know, we had voted a cap of $500, so she met the cap. The exterior remodeling, this is 40% of what the exterior remodeling. And this is Nora and her daughter. I would like to ask her a question.
No, I just want to say thank you for doing my hair.
Me too.
You can.
The
I'll
building
come
looks,
see you in a few years.
the build, you gotta grow up first. The building looks good. The building looks good. I like the colors, stands out. I had to make sure I was the right building.
What she did with her exterior remodeling is, there were stairs that were built and the ramp was built. Is that correct? Okay. So what you
We
see
got a
in
second.
front, that ramp that
Did you
goes
make
up
the-
and then the stairs on the other side. That's what was on the seat.
Thank y'all for coming to Groves.
Are y'all open now, like full-time open or just? Great.
Don't let the cars parked out front fool you, because she'll either park in the back or the kids take the car. And when I got there for my appointment, I thought nobody is here and there's people. She was inside. It was all lively and everything with the music going and stuff when I got there. So
Hey,
The date on the application is correct, is that it's 5/6/24?
yeah, it took a long time to get her approval.
And we waited for the sales, I waited for the sales tax certificate.
Okay.
Yeah, we waited 2 weeks for that.
Yeah, she was, you were going back and
No,
forth.
it was the,
How I believe it was.
Yeah, I got it.
no, it was the
And,
4 months getting
and
that.
so we had to wait for us to do that in
Okay.
order to. So I could have the receipts.
Getting the permit.
And Don came out and inspected for the sign.
I'm trying to.
And that's what took so long. Mhm.
Anybody say you go?
How about I ask about this?
Yeah, sit down. All right, then I will take over to the Mr. McAdams or Mr. Canidas. Mr. Baden. Mrs. Canals.
Aye.
The Davis. Motion passes. Rose Laundry. You have anyone here from Rose Laundry? Mr. Drake is not here.
No, I don't see him.
Oh, you can, yeah. Thank you for coming, appreciate it. Okay, well then, we'll need to table Rose Laundry. I thought he would be here.
Ms. Douglas, when you get a chance to talk to him, or do you know what the PNG fishing team banner is?
Yeah, and I sent, in the PDF, there is a receipt for that. And what he did,
I'm just wondering, why would that be advertising for his business?
well, he sponsored the fishing thing, but what they do is they take his business and they put it on T-shirts and on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Because he sponsored it. So it's $300, and so that's why I did it.
Okay.
And, Mr. Draco is one of these.
Yeah. No.
This receipt that came through today for Rose Laundry. There's a whole story that goes behind this receipt, tell me, but anyway, we were going to need to amend his application to include this $1,009, but he's not here.
You make a motion.
I'll second.
Take a photo.
Yes. Let's take a vote on tabling this, item. Mr. McAdams.
Aye.
Mr. Canidas.
Aye.
Mr. Baden. Mrs. Canals.
Aye.
And the biggest aye. Doxy Coffee. Anyone here from Doxy Coffee?
No.
If they're not, okay, then we'll have to table this. May I have a motion?
Make a motion to table.
Second.
Take a vote. Mr. McAdams.
Aye.
Mr. Canidas.
Real quick, there's no date on the application.
Sure. Well, it's only been the last week. That last week is when I received the application.
Yeah, but there's no date. I just wanted to bring
Yeah.
it to your attention.
Well, I'll just keep it today. We do a lot of this by email. Most everything is done by email.
And Mr. Dragos was from December?
Yes, well, I can explain what
Okay.
happened.
Okay, you can explain to us next time when we go over.
That's the whole story in itself too. Mr. Ogden knows all about that. So, for anyone here that doesn't know, it is a rule with EDC that in order to receive the grant, that you must be here. You must show up, you must be. Okay, so we're gonna vote on tabling the doxy. Mr. Gaddis. Mr. Davis.
Aye.
Mr. Baden.
Yeah,
Mrs. Connectney.
Aye.
Rhonda Davis. Aye. Motion passes. Okay, Royal Queen Nails, they are here, come on in. Deliberate and act on GEDC grant reimbursement application for Royal Queen Nails and Spa LLC. The owner is, and I'm gonna say Kathy Queen, because I don't know how to spell that, pronounce that one. And goes by the name of Kathy or Queen. It is located at 4011 Lincoln Avenue, Gross, Texas, 77619. The reimbursement is for signage for $2,500. Advertising $12.40, paint $130.02, remodeling and landscaping $279.05, total reimbursement $2,921.47. May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to act on GEDC grant reimbursement application for Royal Queen Nails and Spa. Kathy Queen, it is located 4011 Lincoln Avenue. The reimbursement is for signage at $2,500, advertisement $12.40, paint $132.02, landscaping $279.05, for a total reimbursement of $2,921.47.
second.
Okay, now, on this application, the signage for $2,500. She had a sign made in Vietnam, and it came to $4,800. So she met the, it's in the PDF. She met the cap for the 2,500. In advertising for $12.40, that, I think those flyers that she had handed out, different copies of flyers. And the paint, $130.02, that's for the outside of the building. The remodeling and landscaping is mostly landscaping, flowers and pots, because if you look at her business in the front, it's also pretty and white and a bunch of colorful flowers and all. And that's the landscaping that and they were Lowe's receipts, mostly Lowe's receipts for that.
On the application, there's no money amount or nothing.
Well, I asked them not, I usually ask them to build the money portion out, because I have to do the figuring of it. So, did she put the,
But if it's,
this,
this is the application, correct?
yes, this is the application, this is, page 2, and she signed and dated it.
Right. What about,
Yes.
shipping on, was that included on that, on the sign from Vietnam, or
For the 40.
for the sign?
There was no shipping on it, on the receipt, no.
Okay,
It was just a clear $4,800.
And it was in dollars?
It's not on there.
That's what it looked like to me.
was that dollars or? The dollar. The dollar?
So that was on the receipt, you said?
Yes,
And was shipping included in that?
We count, when we come back, we count them.
Oh, you went to Vietnam and got it, you brought it, oh.
Vacation. We
Nice.
vacation and we show, you see it and then we just stop by.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Vietnam next time y'all go.
That's it, I later.
Wow.
When you're gonna be buying your son.
That's-
Well, that's the one hanging up.
The letters you put up top.
Yeah.
You did a good job. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. You did a good job.
Thank you, sir.
You did exactly what she told you, right?
Yes. I don't want city break how.
Her name Quinn actually means queen. So that's why she goes by
Didn't
that.
Kathy need
So the-
Queen?
No, Quinn.
So once again, I'm not asked, but I'll refer to Mr. Benitez's question. Why wasn't the total wrote on the application?
What do you-
Well, there's no dollar amount on there. I know it's over on the other side. I know it's on the blue, our piece.
You mean the project amount?
Yeah, why wasn't the
Because I
29,
used to
20?
not put the amount up there. The reason I did is because, I have to take those receipts and I have to separate everything, the total amount, and usually it's incorrect. So
Okay, so,
I ask them,
okay.
just don't do that.
So you're the one that puts the final tally on these?
No, I do not touch their application.
Okay.
Let me refer to, Mr. Muffle on that. Is that gonna cause an issue?
I think because we have a record of what we're approving here with the application, there's gonna be a record of what y'all voted to approve.
Okay,
I think that's okay.
so can she go ahead and handwrite that in
I
there?
think it would be nice to have a record of what the final total is.
Well, let me tell you, let me just explain that when Mr. Osley can say this, when, can talk to it, when I approved, an application for Mr. Osley, I put the amount, I signed my name and I put the amount that is approved. And I put it, on his copy of the application.
Okay.
At the end of this meeting, anytime, or whatever grants are approved and whatever dollar amounts are approved, you'll sign it and with the amount that was approved with her initials, and that's the authorization with the vote, so I can go cut the check.
Okay.
So it's clear.
Okay.
We'll take the record vote, Mr. Evans.
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Bailey,
Abstain.
Mrs. Canales.
Aye.
Bobby Davis, aye, motion passes. Thank you very much
Thank you.
for coming, appreciate it. Okay. Number 17. Deliberate an act on including promotional expenses in the advertising category. This would include sponsorships, booth fees such as Con Festival booth fees, not to exceed the established $2,500 cap for advertising and paperwork. We have a motion.
Motion to deliberate and act on including promotional expenses and advertising category. This would include sponsorship booth fees such as festival booth fees not to exceed the established $2,500 cap for advertising.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Okay, as we started stating before, the next two applications have promotional fees. What Mr. Osley said, when I asked him about it, told him these things on they have been submitted. And I thought they could be advertising, but Mr. Osley said they are more promotional because they're booth fees, sponsorships and things like that. Stacked has the bingo for the promotional for the bingo for the chamber. And let's see. Check one. I think Wildflower is. What was the promotion?
The Pecan Festival. Emily also has Small Business Symposium, Pecan Festival, and the first bingo sponsorship on her application. Ella and I will be here representing Emily today.
Okay. Anyway, and so because they are considered, Mr. Alfred considered them promotional items, I needed to bring it to the board to see what you would decide about it.
Okay, so
It
what,
is to be included in advertising and the same $2,500 cap. It would not exceed the cap, it wouldn't be an additional amount of money. It would just be advertising promotion. Because they do things like the festival and the chamber.
Lamar, can you?
Generally speaking, it's something to draw people to their business versus renting a space. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You want something out there that get attention to their business, to the city, to come and shop at whatever business that they've identified. Renting a booth is just reserving a space. That's not necessarily advertising to the general public to come visit me. It's just reserving your space there. In other words, there's no real public advertising or display. Now, once you have the space, if you want to buy banners or flags or whatever, that would be the advertising piece of it.
Well, and also consider this, the ladies that go and do this, they, like I know Emily does, wears her t-shirts that say Gross Texas on it. They have their labels that have Gross Texas on it and things like that. So when they're doing their promotional booths like the Con Festival, they're advertising Gross Texas.
So part of
Well,
this
it pays
is
a lot.
But
this is to clarify promotional items versus
Right.
non-promotional.
Yeah. but I think where we draw the line there, I'm all about my business promoting, and especially, hey, we're the Pecan Festival. Thank you for being there. But their t-shirts, things like that, we can already pay for that. They're being in there, for one, selling their items. Yeah, it's, maybe getting their names known or whatever. If they put up a banner and it says Stacked, or it says Wildflower, if it says whatever, yes, we should pay for that. But for getting the booth space, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
As long as it has the Groves emblem with it. Just like we stated.
So you're saying that booth fees, sponsorships and things like that should not be reimbursed?
Not unless the things that they do use for it should be, yes.
Well, yeah, I
If you're
understand
gonna
that.
go buy extra labels, if you're gonna put a banner up, I completely agree with that. That's
With the banner.
what, yes, ma'am, things like that. But the banner should be what we were paying for, but we shouldn't reimburse them for getting the booth. I mean, if we did that, just look at this. There are some companies that are some businesses that do pop-ups every weekend. Every weekend, we're gonna be, every month, we're
Like
gonna
draw a
be,
line somewhere.
and we have to we kind of gotta put that in a,
Formalize the language, just segregate.
yes. And I think that, and these ladies are amazing. They're amazing. And
Good
we're so
stuff.
blessed to have them.
Got good stuff.
Yeah, and I don't deny that, and I appreciate them being involved in the community like they are. I just think we have to put a cap on where
All my
and draw a line where.
Anybody else, Mr. McAdams?
I agree exactly with what you're saying.
This is why I brought it to the board.
As far as banners or anything like that, signage, that's fine, but not for booth fees.
Okay. Mr. Candace?
we ought to table this so we can discuss it more and figure out what we exactly want to do. Come up with some language and put it in the,
Oh, well, we're gonna go through that next month. Go through the guidelines
Well, we
and
just
change everything, but right now, it's just,
we're just,
right now, it's
Gonna have
not changing the
one.
verbiage.
You know
It's-
what?
No, wouldn't we just deny that portion of it?
Yes.
Yes, we just deny that portion.
Need to change the verbiage of the guidelines.
Yeah, I
right
don't
now.
want to table they've been waiting long enough for their money.
okay,
Yeah.
so reiterate what we're gonna approve What we're not gonna approve?
We would approve advertising only, we would be excluding sponsorships.
Okay, so,
We don't list it.
No booths, no rental
Yeah,
places.
none of that.
We don't list it.
Yeah.
Well, this one,
It is-
Stacked has it right here, so small business symposium would not be covered, purse bingo would not be covered.
that sheet it. Oh, this is under another,
Stacked,
Yeah,
Well, it's the
understand.
next application.
Oh. okay.
and,
The other thing I'm real confused on, we're not gonna do sponsorship, but H2O was a sponsorship. No, not H2O. What was the fishing?
that was Drago's, we tabled him.
Okay, with him,
Okay.
that was,
Yes,
Perfect.
but
Okay,
he was sponsoring.
yes, but he's advertising because they take that and they put his name on their T-shirts, Rose, Laundry
okay.
Basket, on their T-shirts, on their website, their Facebook page and all that. They
So
have-
kind of different.
And that's a different sponsorship, because I
Yeah.
will say, if say Stacked or Wildflowers, any of them would have been a sponsor for the pecan festival, their shirts go also on the back of our T-shirt.
Okay,
And that's totally different.
okay.
Then they could have asked for their sponsorship to be reimbursed because it was advertised.
Okay.
So I'm talking about booth fees and
So we're not gonna pay for booth
booth
fees.
fees, bingo,
Right.
stuff like that.
Okay, so let me ask you this, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, so on number 18. On the blue page, it says for advertising for $651.
That would not have any sponsorship in it, no. The application I put through, it does not have any sponsorship on it. Hers would be $200 and, as I said, I think.
So there was no booth fees or anything like that.
No.
Where at? Which number?
Number 18,
That's,
jump ahead.
That's stacked.
that's Stacked, and she does have listed down here. Pecan Festival,
It's
170.
listed, it may be listed on her application, but it is not in
And
the
her-
amount of money.
Okay, so how much is the amount of her money?
Well, we need to
Six
move to
fifty-one,
that item.
62? Yeah,
Yeah, let's go ahead and get this one.
okay.
I know. because it-
Yeah, we ain't made it there yet.
17.
We hadn't made it to 18.
All right,
So does that motion need to be changed or?
No, we were just talking on it. I don't think
That was a discussion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I put deliberating.
there was no action to be taken.
I put deliberating act in case you wanted to add promotional. Just gave you the option.
So we gained a consensus of the board, and that will affect the next two items.
so we don't have to vote on 17.
No.
No action? Okay.
If you had decided you wanted to, then we would vote.
All right. Oh, thank y'all.
All right.
Number 18, deliberating act on GEDC grant reimbursement application for Stacked Cake and Confection Company located at 4318 Lincoln Avenue, Groves, Texas 77619. The owner is Emily Daniel. The reimbursement is for landscaping $76, advertising $651.62, and total is $727.62. I need a motion.
I'll make a motion, we deliberate and act on GEDC grant reimbursement application for Stack Cake Confections Company located at 4318 Lincoln Avenue, Groves, Texas 77619. The owner is Emily Daniel. The reimbursement of landscaping $76, advertising $651.62. The total is $727.62.
Now, that is minus the 175 we get this.
No,
That's not added in.
it's not, no promotional items are added in any of these.
I added it there.
Okay,
Second,
okay, wait a minute. Oh, well, yeah, you second it, but I'm sorry. All right, so the advertising is her stickers at $112.50, right?
Right.
Business cards at, and then sticker labels $29.42.
Ms. Vegas, I'm here representing Ella, her sister. I was hoping we could go over everything that was on Emily's list, since I'm here representing her.
Okay, let us get through something real fast, okay?
A little probably help them out as well.
Well, give us a minute.
7142. The 180 for the Love on Lincoln shirts. And then 78 for the Love on Lincoln shirts. That's 309.34. So does the bakery sign go in? That's part of the
Yes,
exterior.
paper signs outside.
So that's
Now,
part of advertising or that's
no.
part of, okay, that's what I'm asking.
On the email. I went into depth on the email about staff. And I have her folder here with me. Okay, so the promotional was bingo and Lamar State College. And that was the promotional for staff, which is not included in any of these totals. for
Okay.
staff.
All right, but
So what needs to happen here is I need to add two
that's
advertising.
exterior, that's not
The
advertising.
2718 needs to be added to advertising. Where's Mr. Austin? You're the numbers guy.
Is this for that? This invoice, right?
Yes. 2718, which is the invoice that I received today. We have been looking for it for some reason. It got
Okay, that's without the tax.
technological.
Okay, so we add that to it, 2718.
No, it does not have tax on that. Never put it in tax.
Yeah, that's what the statement it was making. So
And
this figures at 112.50. 29.42.
the landscaping is 40% I think it was 190. 40% I think of 190, and that was for her flower box. That's how they landscape downtown. Mhm. Let me see some things. Advertising. That amount, 651 for advertising, needs to change to 487.63.
I got 500.76.
And add the 2718.
I added 2718, it's $500 and 0.76. That's taken the pecan festival out, the small business symposium, and the first bingo.
Bingo was not in there.
That's what I'm saying. That's taking those three out. That was the total.
So I had 487.63 advertising.
And then you
And then
added,
the 2718, which is what was sent today, and that's that invoice that for something I don't know, lost somewhere in the email. And she was able to find it for me to tell.
yeah, I get that. Okay, if you're adding
And then
her stickers at 112.50, you add 29.42 for the labels. Then you add 71.42 for the business cards, 180 for Love on Lincoln shirts, plus another 78 for Love on Lincoln shirts. And then you add the 2718.
so her application is 65.98.
Okay, that does come to 498.52.
Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. This is for application right here. And for advertising is 65.98. 27.18.
Can I please speak on her application, because I've got it worked down in her categories.
No, give me a minute here.
What you're giving the rest of the committee is incorrect.
No, it is not. What I'm giving them is correct.
It is not, actually, she has exterior signage, she has 3 bakery signs that were made.
Hey, hold on a minute. If you'll, wait a minute. The signage we have not gotten to yet, and that is $150. I've already talked to Emily about that.
Excuse me, but I'm trying to have her application to help you, so we can all.
I don't need you to do that. Let me do my job.
Well, if you did, the rest of your committee wouldn't be so confused.
Okay, listen. If you're going to be contentious and rude, we're going to table all of this. Because I'm not gonna allow you to stand up here.
I say, I'll make a motion that we let Mr. Osley take care of this adding and subtracting.
No.
Yes, I can.
Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
No, we cannot do that.
Yes, I can.
We have an open
Yes, I
agenda
can.
item.
No, no, no.
We have to
Yes,
act
I
on this
can.
item.
They do it at city council.
We have to act on this item. We have a quorum present. We're gonna act on this item. We cannot adjourn the.
Yes, I can.
Without acting. We have a quorum present. We have to act on this item.
Yes, I can. I can adjourn this. Then you need to mind your manners.
Let's do this. I'm
No,
just
no, no,
trying to
no,
help
no, 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 no.
Don't speak
Hey,
for our citizens.
Hey, do not speak like that. You understand? You cannot talk to people like that.
Why?
I can too.
Okay, guys.
You get out.
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Well, I ain't either.
Well, then shut up.
You shut up.
Guys, please, this isn't necessary. This isn't
You
necessary.
have been
No,
in trouble and making problems just because you think you can.
no, I don't.
Yes,
I
you
ask
do.
questions.
If there's a
Yes,
board
we
member
do.
that's willing to make a motion to table, I think that'd be welcomed by everyone at this point.
I'll make a
Some
motion.
businesses trying to get their checks.
I'll make a motion that we, is everybody else all right with that or no?
I really don't want people to have to wait for that.
Okay,
Has
then I'm
all
not
of
gonna
the
make that
correct
motion.
information in it. All of the correct invoices, all of the correct information in it. The PDF has that. The only thing that was added was this one particular, Avery that I got today.
Okay,
Because
can we
they
hear,
found
can we
it
hear from
today.
the applicant, please?
She's not the applicant, Emily is.
She's representing the applicant.
Well,
Emily, she has a
this
funeral.
is the information. We're going by,
I understand.
the agenda
I'd like to
and
hear from the applicant, and I'm sorry you're going through this, ma'am. I
My
really am.
application's gonna be completely worse because there's so much left off of my application.
no, it wasn't. No, it was not. No, it was not.
Go ahead with what you wanted to state, please.
So presenting for Emily, she had for advertising as Lisa added the stickers for $112.50, labels for $29.42,
Go slow for me. I'm
Yeah.
slow riding. What was the
Just circle
second?
it.
$29.42, business cards for $71.42.
Look, this is her application.
Please be quiet while she's talking.
These are her invoices.
Go ahead, man. We're listening to you.
Level
In her
shirts for
folder.
$180. And she had an additional shipment of shirts for $78. And that all goes under the advertisement budget of $2,500 per year. In addition to that, she had security cameras at $32.46 written on her application and planter box with flowers for
The camera is
$190.
not allowed. It is an inside camera.
And then on
We'll discuss
signage,
that. We'll discuss that.
she had $162.38 written on her application, and I just wanted to make sure all of this information was received since we're both representing her while she's at a funeral.
Okay. I'll add this up.
Yes.
We'll come up to a resolution.
This is her application. It's in my hand and these are the invoices. The only one to add is the Avery one that I got today. Emily sent it to me
There was
today.
one missing. I missed. It was between the 32.46 and the 162. What was that?
That was the 190 for the planter boxes.
190 for the planter boxes.
$190 for the planter boxes is
And that was,
$76.
that's
because it's
considered,
40%
that's under
of
what?
That's not, that's exterior.
It's exterior, right? And then the camera is
The
inside.
camera is an inside camera. It is not an outside camera. It isn't acceptable on the application.
Was,
Here's the $90 and it's 76, 40% is 76.
so
The $90 for what?
Excuse me, the $190 for the planter.
so
That's
security cameras,
landscaping, it's 40%.
Okay.
you're saying security cameras are not included?
It is not a security camera, it is
Okay,
an
please.
inside camera.
I'm speaking nicely to you, please.
It is an inside camera, it is not an outside camera, that's what
Okay.
Emily told me today.
Okay, I understand that.
So it's not in the agenda.
Does,
On the
is
agenda.
security cameras allowed?
They're allowed at 40%.
Does it state inside or outside?
Yes, the security cameras are outside.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes, oh, yes, it is.
Does it say it in the, does it say it in our guidelines?
You should know, you've been doing this for so long. What do you, don't you know?
I just asked a question. Does it say,
It's outside.
it says outside cameras?
You didn't look at that one?
That's why I'm asking.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Attorney, does it state inside or
It's
outside?
outside. Security cameras are outside. This is, yes, it is.
No,
That is-
I've got
yes, it
security
is.
cameras in my house.
Well,
I do too.
But for EDC, it's outside.
Let's look at the rule.
Yeah.
I
When we
honestly don't
applied,
know.
they didn't specify.
Let's
You-
look at
You
the-
read the guidelines.
let's
Lamar,
They're in the guidelines.
Do you have them?
I'll have to go print them out real quick.
Please.
I don't
I
have
can hold them up on the email.
we'll get it, from him. Thank you. Sorry,
Look,
it's gonna take so long.
no, look, this is for application. These are the approved
And,
invoices.
and I have a question,
And the.
and I'd like to get that question answered, please. Thank you.
But under advertising, it's saying 651, 62, and this doesn't add up.
Yes, it does. Everything I did adds up.
Don't talk to me like that,
I
okay?
will.
Cause no, you're not, cause I'm
Yes,
not
I
the
will.
one. I'm not the one.
Oh,
I've
yes.
had enough.
I've had enough.
Okay, this turning into Beetlejuice every time we have a freaking meeting is enough.
That's a lie. These meetings have gone.
The last three
smooth-
meetings
No.
have not.
No, they-
Yes, they have.
No, have not.
Yes, they have. The only difference is people making trouble. That's it.
Ms. Dugas,
No, don't start.
you might want to look at your next item because the numbers aren't adding up there either.
76 is the landscape. The Avery I got today is 2718. That is not included in the total that's on the agenda, so it has to be included. And I told you.
We got that and we added that to this and it still doesn't add up to 651.
I told
62.
you that 651 is, it has to be amended.
Okay, and what's it gonna be amended to?
That's what I thought we were getting at. Because I have to add,
No, because you wouldn't listen to them.
yeah, no, see. What you don't understand.
While there's a moment, you might want to look at the item 19, because the numbers aren't adding up on that. It says 1964.25. I believe it's 1954.25.
Well, I have
You might want to just
the folder here.
double check me too.
I have the folder. Okay. Avery. It's gonna be 27. So it would be you added 487.63 and you added 2718, right? And you said it was 500.
Well, I re-added it again. It comes to 498.52.
The original one. 65.98.
No, I just. For the person that goes with crime
Mm-hmm,
to be able to do it.
exactly.
She did it to herself. I can't do it.
Ma'am,
No, I'm not. I don't care, babe. I don't care what you think. Go ahead, give me the evil eye. Gee, I'll sleep really good tonight. 2718. All of these numbers added up perfectly.
So looking at the guidelines, I think my interpretation would be that because the item reads security/safety and then says outdoor and then says furniture/furnishings, that it doesn't appear to me that outdoor modifies security/safety. It appears that it modifies furniture/furnishings. The other items in these guidelines are exterior items with a few exceptions. One exception that I see is fire alarm systems, which could be an interior item. The rest of the items appear to be exterior items.
Well, the security cameras have always been an outside item. It's always been reimbursed that way. It had to be an outside item.
That may be, but I don't think it's clear from the guidelines that it is only outdoor cameras. It says security/safety, and then it says outdoor furniture/furniture.
That would mean you wouldn't, if you're going by what she's saying, you can't put a monitor inside because it's part of the security. And it's inside.
Fire alarm systems need to be indoors as well. That's my interpretation of what we have in the guidelines, right?
So I say reimburse the camera.
Oh, I'll second that.
Baden, you've been doing this for all these years and you know very well that the security cameras were always outside. Always.
Well, I'm not going off of what Mr. Baden's saying. I'm going off what I'm saying.
And I'm going off what has been done for, I don't know, what, 60 years in the EDC?
But our lawyer that we just agreed to,
Yes, I
Higher
understand that.
is saying-
Thanks very much.
yeah. You don't have to act towards people like that just because they
Don't tell me
disagree
what
with
to
you.
do.
I'm not
You
That's-
telling
make
you.
things
I'm not
almost
telling you.
impossible.
Okay, let's finish this
Really?
order.
Yeah.
Really?
go.
I have made things?
It's okay.
It's okay to lie about me,
No, it's okay.
but that doesn't
It's okay
change
for
the
you to
truth
lie.
about you.
It's okay for you to lie.
Hey, come on,
Just go
let's get
right
done.
ahead.
Nobody's plotting.
Oh, yes, you did. Okay, this is her application. I brought her folder and these are the copy of the receipts.
So what needs to be added? Just the security camera? Whatever.
Well, the correct total is just on that.
Okay.
I think she has that. I don't know.
You do.
I do.
I think.
So the security camera would be part, no, that wouldn't be under exterior.
No, just being security.
The landscaping is 76.
Yes.
Okay, why just 76? I'm just
because
curious.
It's because it's 40% of 190.
Okay. Oh, she only has one box. I was thinking she had two.
She owns.
Yeah.
Also, I have a question, was the signage included at 100% coverage and $150 with benefits?
Yes. Okay, 65.98, 27.18, 29.97, 112.50, $72 and $180. I got 309.43. And that is because some of this was changed. That's the application.
Can we go through with itemization and with
Can we,
The 180 and the 78 needed to be added on there for the t-shirts.
This is 65.98 for advertising business cards. 27.18 for, I think, business cards.
Okay, so she was putting on
29.97
here the,
business-
with tax.
The only one that I
Nothing has tax in it.
No, on here, I'm saying she added tax on here is what I'm saying, not, these are different than what you did.
112.50 is stickers. $72 is t-shirts. And $180 is t-shirts.
And the 112.50 that someone does not have tax is what Hope brings doesn't have tax. Because I worked for them too.
I've already put that in here. And she
I'm
already
not-
told me that.
And there was no tax on the Love on Lincoln shirts, so that's a
Anything
flat
that
rate.
had tax in it
Yeah.
was taken out before.
Yeah, I
So what's
just
the grand
stated that
total?
that's,
Miss Douglas, what's the grand total? That you want to give her? The grand total?
he's adding it up.
Oh, Lamar's that? Oh, okay. We'll get the
309.43.
And that's going under private policy. Is that correct? No.
According to her, the receipts I received. $65.98, 27.18, $29.97, $150, $72, $180, and then she sent one today for 27.
There's a receipt for $78 for t-shirts.
What?
There should be a receipt for $78 for t-shirts.
No, there's $72. There's a $72 receipt for t-shirts. There's 180,
It says 78 on here.
I thought it was like.
$72. $72. And then 27.18, that's 336.61. That was.
What's that, Lamar? Mr. Osler, do you have a total?
I'll make sure I got everything captured first.
Okay, if we find anything, if we find any pluses or minuses, can't we get and subtract later? Is that legal?
Yeah. If I,
Yeah, but then at the next meeting,
okay,
if we could go ahead and approve it, and if there's any pluses or minuses, we can take care of it at the next meeting. Can we do that?
No, I'm not doing this. We're gonna do this now.
Well,
You've made such a scene
Okay.
about this.
if I can just clarify with the rest of the board.
Please, so I can make my motion again.
Okay. 175,
One
Con
time.
Festival. Ooh, nope,
Okay,
nope,
that's
nope,
not-
that's not. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't go by what she wrote here. You have to.
Don't have that.
I have it right here. It's the-
No, we're not gonna pay them that.
Okay,
And the reason these totals change is because of the invoices and the receipts flying back and forth. So if you didn't tell me the last 3 meetings, something was wrong, it's because receipts.
No, nothing was wrong. It's the atmosphere, the way the arguing goes on.
Well, then,
It rattled
I don't
us.
argue unless somebody starts it with me. You start it with me, I'm gonna defend myself. That's the way it is. So her, that's every receipt and.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
In your, email,
Still 18.
there was advertising in December that was, reimbursed for $275. So I took that. She's well within the $2,500.
All right, so what's the, you still calculate, I'm sorry.
Advertised,
It's fucking.
This is, this is signage. I know. That's what it should be. For advertising.
Can you say it one more time?
487.53 for advertising.
63, yes.
63, 487.63 for advertising. That's on my sticker on her application.
Okay.
The 150 for the exam.
The planner box.
$32,
32.
46.
And that would be, that's 40, but you have to take 40%.
That's not the 40%, that's
40%
of the 32?
if they're totally 32, then you have to take 40%. That would be.
Is that the total?
reimbursed.
Oh, 9, 8. Really? So that gives me a total of $726.61.
726, what?
726.61.
61. All right. So are we leaving? So the advertising goes to 487.63. Landscaping is what?
76.
Okay,
Sign is 150.
yeah, but that's not on the motion.
Well, that is one of the things we were going to adjust, was, signage 150.
Signage 150. Okay,
So 726.61, is that the total?
That is total including the sign.
But this doesn't include the security
It
camera.
does include it.
It does, it was $12.98 right here for the security camera.
Okay.
all right, so I'm gonna amend my motion to add the landscaping at $76, the signage at $150, the advertising at $487.63 for a total of $726.61.
I see the original total is 727.62, so that's not wrong. But the problem was the invoices that kept coming, being moved.
Okay,
That's not part of my.
I second. I second that amount, that motion.
$726.62.
Davis,
Aye.
Bowden,
Ah,
Mrs. Mouse.
Aye.
Davis, aye. Now, this is the next application. Deliberating act on GED.
Yes.
Deliberating act on GEDC grant reimbursement application for wildflower design and events located at 4320 Lincoln Avenue, Gross, Texas, 77619. Katie and David, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, are the owners. The reimbursement is for signs 1,248, advertising 383.99, landscape remodeling security 322.26, total reimbursement 1,964.25. Take record of that.
That should be 1954.
1,964.25.
It should be 1,900.
I'll make a motion that we deliberate and act on the GEDC grant reimbursement application for wildflower design and events located at 4320 Lincoln Avenue, Groves, Texas, 77619. Katie and David Zagaya are the owners. The reimbursement is for the signs at 1248, advertising for 383.99, landscaping, remodeling, security for 322.26. The total reimbursements are for $1,954.25.
Where do you get 54?
Well, I added it up.
Adding that all up. I'll second. By the way, my daughter has shopped at y'all's flower shop several times and loves it.
We're so proud.
She sends me a picture. She said, "Look how beautiful." So I can show you the text. So great job.
We love our little spot on LinkedIn. It's really great.
Awesome.
Where's what?
Okay, so there are no promotional items going to be added to this application.
If you have it in front of one.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
They
Okay,
amended.
we have a motion and a second. Okay, her application is here in her folder. Right here in the folder. So the booth is not acceptable. And her signs are 1,248. Her advertising is $383.99. Now, what are you saying is wrong?
My advertisement, how similar. I have a receipt from One Hope Rings for $240 with no tax. I have another order from Vistaprint with t-shirts included. It was $136.76 with no tax.
Whoa.
Katie, did you turn those in?
Yes, sir, I did. They're all in the application.
Yeah.
I have some hard copies.
240 is in there. Advertising, I've got that receipt. It's in your application.
Okay. The total was at what, 380 some odd.
390.
So I had the 136.76 for t-shirts. Also had stickers for $143.99 without tax. And then I had an order for business cards, additional stickers, additional t-shirts, and that totaled to $493.95 without tax.
And those all went in with your other
Yes, sir.
application? They were on your application?
Yes, sir. I have the email and I did see Mr. Osley on that as well.
Well, probably, do you have that?
They'll burn it out.
Look, this is her application, these are her receipts that she sent me, $143.99 and $240.
That's just for the $2,500 advertisement budget.
So is this the one you don't have?
This is for the 1240 on signage.
I've got the signage on here.
I'm just sharing.
Tell them what I did for you for signage.
She did. She contacted Roy Solis at Armadillo, which was really great, because the invoice did have tax added to it. So the figure is gonna come out different from where it's listed
She
there.
sent in the incorrect invoices.
It was the
She
only
sent me
invoice
the
that I
incorrect
had for Roy.
invoices and I had to go,
You want to see?
I called Roy
But
and I,
give us-
got the corrected invoices because they were wrong.
Yes, I do thank you for that.
Sure. Now, are you talking about these business cards and stickers?
Yes, there's
Okay,
one.
no. See, we had a conversation about this and you told me, after none of this adds up, and you told me that you had changed the totals to where they included tax. You were supposed to send me a changed,
You never requested that.
yes, I did over the phone.
Okay,
There's no record of.
can I interrupt for just one second,
Hold on
please?
just a
No, I
minute.
just like to interrupt for a second. Can we please go on and say y'all,
This is the incorrect information. They don't add up, and you said you would send me corrected invoices on this.
Those are
just-
the correct invoices.
that's
No,
okay.
it's not.
You just have to.
Can you-
You told me.
Would
this
you
is
send them
not
in
right.
next month and let us look at next meeting, ma'am?
I
You
mean,
told me that this included tax, and I said I cannot include sales tax, we don't reimburse sales tax. You said you would send me
I
the
did not.
corrected invoices.
I told you that you
And
can
no,
just add the
you-
line items.
no,
It's
no,
really not
no.
hard.
No, you said that you had changed this. because
I did not
this
say that.
didn't-
And that was a phone conversation.
did.
You have absolutely no record of that.
Well, you're a piece of work, aren't you?
Miss Dugas, would you please
No,
refrain
because I know what
from
she's
talking
doing.
to the citizens like that?
She's
Do you
doing this.
realize how bad you're making the city look?
You make the city look
I do.
anti-business.
You
have made the
This is the only man
EDC.
that's been
I'm a
working.
businessman in the city of Groves. What are you talking
You
about?
have made this a battleground instead of doing the
Ah.
right thing. Now,
Mr. Gates, you're the only one raising your voice here. I've been replying very nicely.
Oh,
to
I'm
the
so
entire
glad
time.
you're so pious about this. Right. Okay.
If we
Here
could
it is.
just address, if we have questions about the advertising, maybe we'll just
These
wait
are
on
the
the
receipts
advertising
that were
and-
supposed to be corrected and sent to me, and they were not.
and those receipts related to advertising?
Yes.
Okay,
So everybody gets a
And they were
reimbursement check
not
for that.
sent to me correctly,
Well, if I'm,
because they included sales tax.
if we can go ahead and address the reimbursement regarding the signs, the landscape remodel security.
There are mistakes on the security as well.
No, there isn't, it's 40%. And I have the invoices right here.
There are mistakes on my entire application. I would really love if the entire committee went over my application and double checked everything. If I have to wait for
Drop
that,
piece
then
of
I
table
understand.
and readdress this next month, so we can get the review properly.
Your
That-
application included spotlights for the front of the building, 3359. Your application included another spotlight for the building,
Would it be okay if we
36,
tabled this till next month so we can get this right?
3359.
I understand you need to,
Your,
but I prefer it to be
application
right.
included numbers, which was, 4 times 7 is 28.
She can also take what's here, we can fix it later. Is that right?
That was your
Okay.
application
Yeah,
for
We
security.
can do that,
Approve what you'd like to approve of it.
yes,
Hold other items.
right, can we do that?
Your application also included door locks.
Would you accept that,
for the
ma'am?
Front door, which is $240.
Okay.
And at least reimburse the
That
sign.
is
That would be a big
security.
help.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
Security.
We'll investigate it all. and take
Baby,
care.
you don't run this,
Neither do you,
Yes,
you
I
don't
do.
own it,
I
you do
run
not own this, okay?
it.
You don't
And
own it.
I know what you're doing.
So I'm making a motion right now that we accept and pay sunflower, wildflower design and events located.
Invoices. When I ask for correct invoices.
We will pay what she
you
gave
send
you.
those in.
She will accept it.
I
as
will
what
not
you
change
give.
the rules for you or anyone else.
We're not changing any rules like that.
And follow the rules. I
Who's
gave you-
writing all this down?
You have a correct invoice.
Never sent me.
That's okay, Mary. It's not worth it.
No, we were on the phone and I told
Let's
you I
pay
had
for
these
this pay.
corrected invoices. And you said you would send them to me. and you
19,
did not do
did
it.
I say that? We made a motion and it was seconded to pay $1,954.25.
Motion on-
Did I make that motion? Yes, ma'am. Miss President, I'm asking for a record vote, and that is the proper channels. I'm asking for a record vote on this item.
Which item?
The item for Miss, okay,
Are you
for
talking about
the
signage?
deliberate and act on the,
Signage.
I'm talking about the $1,954.25 that we have agreed to, if what you said the invoices were. I'm asking for a
They're
record
right
vote.
here.
I'm just asking for a record
Right
vote.
here.
I'm asking for a record vote. We've already made a motion, we've already had a second, and we've had a discussion. All I'm asking is for a record vote.
It's appropriate to take the vote this time.
Thank you, sir.
Mark McAdams,
Uh,
Mr. Canitas.
Aye.
Sydney Bowden.
Aye.
Hi.
Wanda Davis. No. Motion passed.
Thank
we're gonna have the last two.
That's my.
Oh,
Oh my God. Love it.
we don't get any
Yes,
We have to have,
she loves you. Wayne.
Thank you so much.
okay, John.
We done?
She said we didn't need to make any comment. She adjourned the meeting.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go ahead and make a comment. To all those that applied, I appreciate y'all's, application. I want to apologize on my behalf if anything here made you uncomfortable or anything like that. That's not my agenda at all.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't hurt
I was-
me.
I want to apologize, and all I wanted was see it in handwriting in black and white.
What kind of name? Lebanese. Ah, very good. I'm Greek, so. All about the same water?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. What's that? Absolutely, gotta love it. Don't care about it. It's a good care.
I don't know, I just.
Oh, and on my behalf, I would like to say that I don't appreciate Sidney Baden making a fool of himself. And I don't appreciate Sidney Baden doing everything he can to destroy the EDC